All right, thank you for joining us here on TV6 KWQC Plus. I'm here with Matt Christensen. We have some big updates in the Trudy Appleby case. Before we get started, we want to let you know that there are some pretty grim details here. Want to make sure viewer discretion is advised because there are some important details, but in some ways gruesome as well.
Yeah, so what we learned today in these new docs that dropped were witnesses that prosecutors are hoping to be able to call at trial coming up. And so there's a summary of what each witness might be testifying to. And so we were able to see, get a glimpse into this case file that prosecutors are trying to build. And so a lot of those sources that we saw in there were some former girlfriends who we've already known might come forward and testify that he might have said things to them over the years. But there's also some drug associates that Jamison Fisher had, and he's the man charged with killing Trudy on August 21st, 1996.
And I guess if we're able to right now, what's kind of the biggest thing that we learned from these new witnesses? Because if you remember, a couple months ago, we came up with a lot of information, and that was from a lot of witnesses that are planned to be used in the prosecution. We got more of those witnesses, and perhaps one of the bigger things that we've learned in this case so far.
Yeah, unfortunately, and like Will said, this is hard to hear, but we have one witness who's going to testify to seeing Fisher and two other men sexually assaulting Trudy on the bridge, that Kershaw Bridge in Kelowna, near the trailer park there, before she was killed.
And we have a video of that on our website. You'll be able to see that on your news at 6. And we have a whole lot of, this is, a big document, a lot of information. I want to be able to direct you here to our website that we have a lot of this information here. You can see that on our website. You also see the graphic warning on there as well. We just want to make sure everyone is aware of what they're going to be reading before they get into it. But again, this is a big information in the case, because now we're really learning, what kind of evidence that prosecutors are hoping to bring forward. But there's a key thing that needs to happen before any of this even really gets admitted into evidence, right, Matt?
That's right. So in Illinois, previous crimes are not always admissible in court, and here prosecutors are trying to build this case that Fisher was heavily involved in drugs, and because of a drug debt owed to him by her father, that led to her abduction and then killing. So they're going to have to convince a judge to let these witnesses in. This is the second list that we've gotten of potential witnesses. Like you said, we've heard some of these things from girlfriends and stuff before, but the sexual assault thing is kind of the first we're hearing of that.
Right.
I think one other big takeaway is that one witness will also testify that they inquired with Fisher's girlfriend. They inquired whether they should, quote, move the buried treasure. Of course, police have never been able to find Trudy's body. So.
Right, and that's a key on that. In the previous set, we had people who could, tie Fisher with a dead little girl, and a lot of stuff that was around this island, around this train bridge. So we have all of that, our previous reporting on our TV6 Investigates page. We have a web story about all of this stuff that we just learned, and we're going to have a full breakdown in just a few minutes on your news at 6. But until then, thank you for watching this KWQC Plus edition with a key update on the Trudy Appleby case.